Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Savannah Chrisley shares type of person she will never date again. Coming off the heels of being dumped by Robert Shiver, Savannah Chrisley is sharing the type of person she'll never date again. She had a failed engagement, and a few years later, she met Robert, who she thought was her forever. So what is the podcaster looking for? Keep reading for further details. When Savannah Chrisley met Robert Shiver at the end of 2023, she really felt she had found her person. He traveled with her family, and she was ready to start a family with him. The only caveat was that he was still married to Lindsay Shiver. Savannah refused to move forward with anything more serious until he was divorced. Unfortunately, it seemed that it was his estranged wife who played a part in Robert's decision to end his relationship with Savannah. She shared the details on her Unlocked podcast, and then asked her followers for help healing her heart. Now that Savannah is single after more than a year and a half with Robert, she knows what she wants from a partner. Furthermore, she is revealing the kind of man she is staying away from for the foreseeable future. One valuable lesson Savannah has learned is that she will never again be with someone who is still married. I've been so heartbroken trying to figure out how I get through to the other side of it. But I'm handling it like I handle everything else, with a little grit and strength. And I'm learning to have more forgiveness for myself and no more dating men who aren't officially divorced yet. On her podcast, she stated that Robert was no closer to a divorce now than when they first got together. That was a hindrance and a major red flag for the former reality star. She also explained how he had filed for divorce in April 2023. Then the two met in August of that year, so she knew he was in the process of ending his marriage. It has been 2 years since Robert Shiver filed, and he was at a standstill, which was too much for Savannah Chrisley. Keep in mind, his estranged wife had previously tried to kill him. Therefore, that was also a factor in this whole debacle. Although she cried for 7 to 8 hours after the split, Savannah Chrisley is doing far better. The breakup happened on March 6th, so she's had over a month to reflect on everything. I am still grieving the loss of the life I thought I was gonna live, trying to figure out how to navigate all of this and just be a better version of myself. One thing that Savannah also wants is someone who will fight for her. She feels that she has done everything for everyone else since January 2023. Now it is her time to be loved and catered to. Yet she knows that she wants to be in love, as this fuels her. Savannah Chrisley knows she wants a family and a partner in crime, after all that she has been through with her parents and now Robert. And I want to be in love. I want to get married. I want to have kids. I close my eyes at night. I want that life. I want my own little family unit. And I want my best friend. Hopefully, she will find someone who is single and can give her the love that she so desperately wants. Do you understand what Savannah is looking for and why? More so, should she have never started with Robert until he was divorced? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. By now, fans of Savannah Chrisley know that when the former Chrisley Knows Best star speaks her mind, she does so with clarity, confidence, and the kind of poise that comes only from living through the storm and making it out stronger. Known for her sharp wit, vulnerability, and tenacity, Savannah has grown up in front of the cameras. But the girl who once giggled through awkward first dates on reality TV is no longer looking for someone just to look good beside her. She's looking for more, and she's learned exactly what she won't tolerate again. In a candid conversation on her popular Unlocked podcast, Savannah opened up about the lessons love and heartbreak have taught her. She didn't name names, but the emotion in her voice and the weight of her words painted a clear picture. Some relationships come into your life to teach you how not to love yourself. And that's a lesson Savannah won't be repeating. I've dated charmers, smooth talkers, even guys who said all the right things, she confessed. But what I've learned is, I will never again date someone who lacks emotional maturity. It's a bold declaration, and an incredibly relatable one for anyone who's found themselves entangled with someone who could talk a good game, but disappeared emotionally when it really mattered. Savannah, now 27, says her biggest relationship regret isn't about red flags she missed, but the ones she ignored because she hoped the person would grow up, show up, or suddenly develop the kind of self-awareness that deep love requires. They don't teach you in high school how to protect your peace, she joked. But I'm finally at a place where I won't compromise mine for someone who doesn't know who they are. It's the kind of wisdom earned through heartbreak, and Savannah's had her share. From public breakups to family drama that unfolded across headlines and courtrooms, she's been through more than most her age. And yet, there's a centeredness in the way she speaks now that signals something has shifted. She's no longer chasing fairy tales. She's protecting her reality. The man she'll never date again. Someone who refuses to take accountability. For Savannah, that's the line in the sand. No more deflection. No more blame shifting. No more emotionally unavailable partners who say you're too much when they're really just not enough. She says she's learned that being strong and outspoken doesn't mean she needs to shrink herself to make a man feel big. In fact, she's realized she'd rather be single than ever again settle for someone who doesn't meet her where she is emotionally and mentally. I don't need perfection, she clarified. But I do need honesty. I need someone who can say, yeah, I messed up, and here's how I'll make it right. That's the kind of strength I'm looking for. And while she's not ruling out love, far from it, Savannah is approaching it now with the kind of intentionality you'd expect from someone who's been burned but not broken. She talks openly about the kind of relationship she envisions. One rooted in respect, emotional safety, and mutual growth. Not glitz, not Instagram likes, not a shared aesthetic, but real, deep connection. I want someone who's grounded, who knows who they are, who's doing the work, not just talking about it. That work, she explains, is everything from therapy to communication to spiritual growth. I'm not perfect either, she admits. But I'm willing to grow, to apologize, to learn. I want a partner who does the same. Savannah's ideal man. A protector, not a fixer. I don't want to fix anyone anymore, she said plainly. I want a man who protects my peace, supports my dreams, and inspires me to be better, not someone I have to drag along with me. Her words echo a sentiment felt by countless women learning how to reclaim their power in relationships. The age of romanticizing emotional unavailability is over, at least for Savannah. Now it's about partnership, not potential. And despite what tabloids may speculate, Savannah isn't bitter. She's not angry, she's just clear. I'm not closed off to love, she insisted. But I'm done with the kind of love that costs me myself. That clarity didn't come overnight. It came from therapy, from heartbreak, from long nights wondering if she was the problem, before realizing she was simply asking for the bare minimum and being gaslit for it. It came from watching her parents' legal troubles spiral into headlines, from becoming the legal guardian of her younger siblings, from waking up and realizing she had to become the adult in rooms that once treated her like a child. I don't have time for games, she said. I've got a family to protect, a brand to build, and a life to live. If you're not adding peace to that, I don't have room for you. It's this fierce protectiveness over her time and energy that has become a defining trait of the new Savannah.